what is a day in the life of Nawfa look like? Can you like walk us through your day? Like from the moment you get up, from the moment you sleep, how does it go? Like, how do you manage all that stuff? Because I'm very interested in I see you as a very productive person.
I would like to believe so, but sometimes lately I have been lazy, but I'm trying to get back. And that hits when it comes to my fitness.
Got it.
Because I don't go to the gym because, you have to equally prioritize everything. That's one tip I would like to give people, First of all, when you get into content creation, you have to be entirely passionate about it. Otherwise, I have seen so many influencers who started off with Instagram, but then, over 1, 2, 3 years, they completely left it. Because, other things can get into the way, other commitments. You have to really like doing what you do because, again, like I said, it's a lot of hard work.
Correct.
Plus, when it comes to TikTok and Instagram, it's completely different audiences. So you have to really understand and possibly put out different content for both. So for me, in the morning, I wake up, say, around 9 o'clock because my work starts at 10. So I work 10 to 7. And I work in an IT company. I'm into marketing and branding. So most of my team is actually not in the UAE. So my designers and stuff are in India and other part of them is in Canada. So we kind of remotely work mainly on the projects that we have. So with that, I kind of shuffle around my day based on how much I have on my plate when it comes to work, because I am working a full-time job. That's another thing most people don't know.
Right.
Like my husband's family, they used to always think that I'm a
full-time influencer. Got it. So, Instagrammer, TikToker, full-time,
So people don't really know that. So based on that, then again, Sometimes I used to go live during my lunch break. I was like, why should we waste lunch break? So this live is what I'm talking about on TikTok. So
TikTok got it. Live streaming. Got it.
Yeah, a big part of TikTok, as you know.
Right.
So I started doing that. I was like, okay, I can't waste time. When am I going to go live? I'm busy. So I started going live during my lunch hours.
Okay.
I started shooting videos during my lunch hours at home. So I started doing some, I got this set up for myself with like a black,
black screen, paper, black paper. Got it.
I started shooting at home. And and I do all of this, most of this alone. And my husband's been very helpful throughout my journey. Since the time that I started, since day one, he's been there and he's been doing a lot of my shoots. So when I say that we go outdoors, in that heat, he's actually the one taking all of the pictures.
Oh, so he's the backbone that you have from your end supporting you.
So you need that. Again,
absolutely.
You need somebody because there's only so much you can do on your own. Like
Correct.
There are a lot of times when I take my tripod and I shoot because, he has to go to work also, but my work cannot stop because of that.
Correct.
So I do that by myself also, but it's very difficult to be able to do that just by yourself all the time. You need people. I've taken help from my younger brother once in a while, and that's been a different journey as well. So since when I started 7 years ago, he was maybe like 15 or so. So there's a lot of bribing involved. I'd be like, okay, I'll take you here. Can you take me some pictures? So there are different aspects to it.
And what about with your husband? Like, is there some kind of bribe or some aspect that is needed, or he's just passionate about?
I think while shooting with me, I think he found his passion as well. So he's also a travel content creator now. Wasn't so when I started 7 years ago and I was doing fashion, he didn't relate to it. But once we started traveling quite frequently, he really related to that part of it. And I have given him all the experience of shooting for me. So he was happy to
Correct. I've seen some amazing pieces of content from Shaz, your husband. And I think he creates content around a lot of visual pieces of content, right? Like I think he uses a drone also from his end.
Yes, I'm so terrible at the drone. So the thing is, we took the drone and we said, okay, when we travel international, we'll take each other's footage, and things like that. So he got the drone pilot's license.
Oh, how long does it take to get a license from?
I didn't even do it, so I have no idea. I didn't know the process. So he's quite good at it. Again, I would say it's not like we don't really take classes or something. We watch some videos and then we learn on the go kind of a thing. So with every flight that his drone takes, I can see the improvement. I can see everything that he's learned. And while I'm pathetic at it, so it's like always my footage is good thanks to him, but his footage, either I'm there, somewhere in the corner and I'm visible, or he has to take it himself. So he's holding the remote.
Right. But initially, before Shaz came in, it was all you shooting it with your tripod, and eventually
Shaz has been there since
from
day
the
one.
start.
Yeah. So we've dated for about 7 years, and that is when I started your content. The year that we started dating, just a few months later, I started.
And did the inspiration come from him, or was it you?
No, not him.
Okay, got it.
So in the beginning, like I said, I was so interested in fashion. I used to do a lot of modeling.
Got it.
So I had a few photographers who actually told me, they said that, these days brands are preferring to work with influencers because obviously they can get the exposure on the social platforms as well as get the model. And I was so confused, to be honest. It was such a new term. I had no idea. And I just let it be. I didn't even sleep over the thought. I said,
absolutely.
I didn't pay any attention to it. And then it took me a year and a half, and I started realizing what they meant. And I was like, you know what? I am a model and I do love fashion. Why don't I do this? Why don't I talk about it and share about it? And that's how it actually started.
Correct. And it's actually perfect, right? Even when we look back right now, earlier when we look at mobile phone, internet has played a huge part of what we are doing right now. Earlier when we were in 3G, 2G, uploading a photo would take so much time. Now a photo can be done so quickly.
I remember the days then we had 1 or 2 songs on our phone and we had to choose which is the one song that we really like for it to be on our
Correct. And then, 4G happened. That's when video started coming. And now you're live streaming thanks to 5G and fast Wi-Fi speeds. I think we are keeping up with the trends for now.